You came into this world at 100 miles an hour. The reason you're still here is because you're meant to do something. Others will envy you because they don't know what's already written, that your experiences in this life challenges you all to make a difference. Imagine this, imagine that. Let me tell you where I'm from to let you know just where I'm at. Breakfast in the morning. It was either eggs or never cornflakes. You know, like the toasted oats instead of like really Cheerios, and instead of what's that? Raisin bread and bran flakes. We couldn't keep up with the Joneses or the Perez's or the Piers or the Schwartz because we didn't have their cake. Mucho trabajo, right? We just couldn't do it. Things weren't easy in the 80s in New York City. See that young man there on the screen? My family and I were homeless for one day. We ended up living in the basement of a church. And I can remember going up those steps to speak right there. And it was a very challenging thing. The steps smelled like pee, and it was just a bad experience. But I still had the courage to go up those steps, right? Things weren't easy in the 80s in New York City. You know, the wonderful New York City that you see there. That's the New York City I remember growing up in. That's when hip hop was very big, right? That's Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Hip hop talked about mental health before it was a big thing, by the way, right? Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head, right? I tried not to lose my head, you know. In the 80s, all we saw in that small black and white tube that we owned was my dad and I would watch soccer, or football, in Spanish. Maradona, right? Kiki, Maradona, Kiki, go! Right? So all we saw in that small black and white tube was football, kung fu movies on Channel 5. I don't know if you were from Channel 5, right? Kung fu movies, and several different other things, and as well as crack games. See, mom and dad were working hard, breaking their backs, trying to protect us from the nasty flying roaches and those disgusting big fat ants. Imagine that. Imagine this, imagine that. Let me tell you where I'm from to let you know just where I'm at. I managed some days to get to school each day, never noticing how the parents paid for the parochial school on Linden and Albany. See, mom and dad were working hard for that money, from pushing papers to driving other kids to school. Now I know why I got smacked up in the school and I acted like a fool. Imagine that. Saturday morning, she stood in some very long lines like we were playing the lottery. But the lines that we were in, we were not receiving any money. Those for that powdered milk and those big blocks of cheese. See, as a kid, I was so embarrassed. But I do have to admit that government cheese do make the best toasted cheese sandwiches. I'll never forget this to this very day. The same building I stood in lines in was the same building I went to school in Monday through Friday. Imagine that. Imagine that. Let me tell you where I'm from to let you know just where I'm at. As time went on, I went to another city. A place of so-called brotherly love, a town called Philly. Rocky. Right? In Philadelphia, the red carpet welcome was red tip crack bottles on my way to school. I was scared to death. But, we weren't deterred by leaving Philadelphia, leaving New York to go to Philadelphia for my life. The sheriff was our neighbor, but it didn't make the neighborhood any better. I knew 12-year-old mothers with 20-year-old baby fathers. I knew 12-year-old mothers with 20-year-old baby fathers. But I'll never, ever forget those days with my pops, when we were the ones giving out the government cheese blocks. So no matter who you are or what you've been through, realize in this life there's nothing you cannot do. You just simply have to work hard and believe. Believe me, you will do it, you will achieve it. There's so much you can and will achieve. You just simply have to acknowledge the struggles of the past that led you through this path. Realize that where you're from is where you're at. Imagine this, imagine that. You came into this world at 100 miles and running. The reason you are all still here is because we are all meant to do something. Others will envy you because they don't know what's already written, that your experiences in this life challenge us all to make a difference. Thank you.